Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Oh, good move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Time for the Bears offense to take the field. Their QB, big strides in 2025, hoping to establish himself as one of the best in the league this season. The former Heisman winner, Caleb Williams. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
The former #1 overall pick. He is truly becoming the Bears franchise quarterback that they've been seeking for a long, long time. Now, trying to get the 30 touchdown passes and 4,000 yards in a season, as well as getting to the Super Bowl.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Bears.
To the air, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. A pitch out to Swift here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. Will get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
32-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And that'll be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Williams. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
At the 12-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
To throw, Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see Oregon trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
He's had his ups and downs as a pro, but last year, a major league up as he led the Panthers to the NFC South title and his first playoff appearance as a starting quarterback, mainly on the strength of his ability to finish games.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Young from the shotgun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Tackle at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Williams. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They'll give it to the 2nd-year, 7th-round pick, Kyle Monunga. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And it's 3rd down.
Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into the ball right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He was brought down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
This is Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and inches.
Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Going absolutely nowhere. They wind up losing a yard or two. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's taken in. It's Jalen Coker. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Young will set to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Young now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Intended for
now a second and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
They'll pitch it out to Hubbard. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Now here's Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 25.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Young. And that's complete to Cooks. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Young's got his guys first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Young to throw it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
On the ground, it's Manungai to start the drive. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Manungai. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll find McMillan here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Young to throw it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And Thomas has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
so on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
they'll run with Harris.
At the 37.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, oh, guy, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up.
Panthers, first down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Here is Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
First down, here's Monungai. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They run with Harris. A beautiful fake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a yard.
Second and a yard.
Williams, a give to Monungai. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Williams. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and goal.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air, Williams. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to hammer it in with Monungai. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Devin Lloyd on the coverage defensively.
They'll try and run the option. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tyreek Stevenson on the coverage.
Pickett. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Throwing is Williams. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon,
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Pickett sets up play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid running by Pickett that time, and he's able to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle with and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down and 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Crooks. He's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pickett. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, nice move. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw, Pickett. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On the ground, it's Manungai to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
Once again, it's Madden. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. To throw, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And yikes, terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pickett back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here. That caught by Trimble. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
19 more yards. That's another.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll try it now with Brooks. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Number 15, a loss of a yard.
Now Thomas. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw, it's Williams. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
8-yard pickup. First down, Bears.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give right side Swift. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A pitch out to Swift here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Smith weighed on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Here's Williams. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Jones showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. They'll run right here with Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to saw one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Pickett. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pickett. He'll dump this off to Achane. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Number 23. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but hey, took off and found a way. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Brooks. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Quick screen to Coker. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Open man here, Coker. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's caught. This is Coker. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Hubbard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by the Oregon man, Dylan Thiedemann. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game.
1st down, Chicago.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games.